Welcome back. Welcome back to Morning Joy, where truth matters. I'm your host, Keith Downey, and very excited to introduce our next guest. He's a multimedia Catholic artist and organizer for the very first Catholic music festival of its kind, going into its second year. Adam Stynchula. Welcome to the show, Adam.
Hey, how's it going, Keith? Thanks for having me.
It's going quite well, and yeah, of course, thank you for joining us. Now, first, right off the bat, what is Catholicpalooza?
Catholicpalooza is the most fun, non-liturgical music festival that you'll ever go to. Be there or be anathema. Just kidding. But really, it's a music festival by Catholic laymen for anybody. You know, I mean, it's specifically for Catholics, but it's an inviting space for anybody to be a part of, to anybody to go. And we purposely want to keep it non-liturgical because we're just a bunch of guys that just want to put on a music festival and just want to have good, wholesome music to perform. That's all.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I was looking over the lineup of last year's, and it was quite a diverse type of artists, which is great because there's something for everyone. Speaking of that, what was the 2023 festival like?
So it was kind of came out of nowhere. It was just a random thing. Me and this band, Hallowed, who was our headliner, the main guy with that, Dan. He and I were just talking about doing a tour with our own, music and such. And then, I said the F word festival and it just came about out of nowhere in Richmond in my home turf here. And we were able to get Benedictine College Prep to host us in a kind of like their downstairs recreational area. So it was really low ceiling. It was all kind of like Irish pub theme, but there was all these cool Catholic quotes. Like you'd walk in, you see a quote by Saint Irenaeus. So it had this like DIY low key kind of vibe. And it was a blast. It was hot, but it was a blast. We had about 30 vendors, 9 different musical acts. And like you said, all completely ranging from different genres and diversity, but everything united in the fact that they're Catholic and their music at least reflects that, whether very subtly or very directly. And so I think that was the beauty of just showing everybody that you can be Catholic and have a good, wholesome time. And it doesn't have to be necessarily, a praise and worship type thing, which is all good. But that doesn't have to be every concert. That doesn't have to be, every situation that involves Catholicism. And the liturgy as well. You can just have a bunch of guys coming together and just being like, we're going to play some good music.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But hey, we're doing something a little bit different this morning than we've really ever done. We have a pair of tickets to Catholicpalooza. Thanks to you, Adam, that you out there listening can call in and claim. You just have to get yourself to the festival in New Jersey, or maybe you know someone in the Northeast who would love this music festival. So you got to call us now and let us know why you'd like to go to the festival or why you'd like this pair of tickets to Catholicpalooza. That number is 877-757-9424. That's 877-757-9424. Tim, are we doing first caller, first grabs on those tickets?
Yeah. So basically, first come, first serve. But I'm gonna give preference to someone who is actually gonna use them.
Okay. All right. We'll keep an eye on callers. Looks like we have someone calling right now. Well, while Tim is taking care of that, Adam, what kind of influence should Catholic culture have on entertainment culture?
Whew, that's a good one. So I actually work. My main job is I work in the film industry. So right now I'm working on a feature film in Richmond, and I've been on projects and I've seen everything where it's just the culture itself is just there's just nothing there. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it can be a little uncomfortable being Catholic. Sometimes it's hard to you have to choose your battles, I guess, and what you want to say, when you want to speak up, or when you just want to be quiet and just pray for something. So in regards to the culture itself, I just think we need to be making really good content, and good isn't aesthetically pleasing. I think stories are also very important, but right now we are a culture of aesthetics. and we need to enter and engage in that aesthetic war, because I think what's going on in the culture right now is some of the most aesthetic, beautiful artistic films are ironically some of the most demonic. And it's hard because, as an artist myself who appreciates good looking art, you see this stuff and you're like, man, that looks great. That's a beautiful shot. I know what they're doing. I know exactly what's going on. It's beautiful. But man, is that like just evil? Like, like the source and stuff is just, and it really tears me apart, and it's been happening throughout decades. I mean, but right now, particularly since we've seemed to have gotten out of this, relativistic age, we're just kind of straight into no, evil is good. And I think, as Catholics, we got to fight that aesthetically. And that can be, art that is subtle on its Catholicism, like Lord of the Rings, it's there, it's all deep down, but everybody can enjoy, nobody has an idea. Or stuff that's very direct, like, the Passion or the Gospel according to St. Matthew, where it's like, no, we're just going to literally give you everything you want. And I think a great example of that is, I know there's some guys out there that are making, I'm sure you've heard of this, like a St. Maximilian Kolbe film. One of our photographers from Catholicpalooza was actually helping out on the set in Poland. And I've seen clips or just some still images of it. And man, it just look beautiful. And that in and of itself is just like, that's tackling the aesthetic war, because you want to invite those artists that maybe not be Catholic, maybe not be any religion at all, but they know good art as well as we do. And if they see real good beauty in that aesthetic, that might just be the first thing that can bring them in.
Yeah. I mean, you mentioned aesthetics. Like Catholics, the Catholic faith, I mean, we were all about aesthetics and art. And then I don't know what happened, but yeah, we need a renaissance in aesthetics. But hey, we actually have a caller, Rosalinda. Rosalinda, can you hear us?
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. So tell us, you want to go to Catholicpalooza?
Oh yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. So are you? Do you want to go or bring a friend, or do you have someone in the area that you know?
Yes. Actually, I do have somebody in the area, but I would like to go and actually try to get my husband to go if he could take off as well. But if not, I'm sure his sister would like to go.
Awesome. Well, where are you calling in from?
She's in New Jersey, or by New Jersey. I'm in San Antonio.
Okay.
I was surprised. I want to say thank you for your show. I like the new platform you have going on.
Oh, well, thank you so much. That means a lot to us here at Morning Joy. And thank you, Rosalinda, for listening or watching us. We really appreciate that. Tim, make sure to get some information. Thank you so much, Rosalinda, for calling in. And congratulations on those tickets. That's awesome. Very cool. I love it. Well, you've never done that before. It's kind of a new thing there, Adam. Thank you for being part of that. But
that's awesome.
real quick, before we head on over to our after show clubhouse, which you got to go to GRN Online on YouTube. What are some highlights of the headliners of this year's festival in 2024?
Okay, so we got first and foremost, we have two of my favorites, Hallowed, which I've said he's like basically Morrissey straight out of a confessional. Sounds like post-punk vibes, really good stuff. We've got Father Maximilian Mary Dean, who's a phenomenal multi-instrumentalist. He's got the double neck guitar looking really good. We're going to start to announce some more artists down the line. We also got some multimedia stuff as well in this one. We've got a buddy named Thursday who does video game live streams. So he's going to be gaming in the basement downstairs. We got myself and a buddy named Geometry who does some electronic stuff. We've got a band out in Steubenville, Dear Other. And we have a husband and wife duo, Former Ruins, that are coming in. And we got a lot of people up and coming, like people that just did their first album, people that are just, been starting honestly since like 2020, like the, post-COVID era, and it's really cool to give them a space and just be like, yeah, come on down. Give us what you got. We'd love to hear anything and everything, that really good practicing Catholics want to share.
So now it's in New Jersey this year. Are you planning on having it in different cities across the country as the years go on?
Yes, for sure. So we started in Richmond, and what was honestly shocking was, the amount of people that came from all over the country. When I first, walked out and saw the crowd and I was talking to people, we had people from Idaho, Pittsburgh. We had people drive from Missouri, fly from Texas, from New York City, from Florida. Like, this made up almost about half of the crowd came from out of state, which was nuts to all of us. Glory to God that got out. And I think probably because we just broadcasted mainly on Instagram. So we're kind of getting all this like internet Catholic world, which is really cool because it's all there, as you know, Keith. So, we went to New Jersey because the venue is just phenomenal. And then we hope to move, throughout the country.
Wow, that is incredible. It's very uplifting to know that people are hungry and thirsty for solid entertainment options that, well, aren't demonic or just secular to the point where you're like, I can't listen to this. This is really inappropriate. So thank you, Adam, for being kind of that the person, the spearhead of this particular festival. So thank you, Catholicpalooza. We can find more information at Catholicpalooza.com. Where else can we find more information?
You can follow us on Instagram. We're pretty active on there at Catholicpalooza. And then it is sourced on our website, but you can also look up our Eventbrite is where we're selling tickets. And so we'll have all of our updates there, but mainly our website and Instagram, you can find us.
Awesome. Catholicpalooza. All right. Hang in there, Adam. We're actually going to be going on over to our after show Clubhouse, which basically it's only online streaming, but you got to go to GRN Online on YouTube or Morning Joy Show on Facebook, where we can continue the conversation, keep that conversation going, as well as diving deeper in today's topics, answering your live chat questions as well. But if your journey continues with the Holy Mass right after this on Guadalupe Radio Network, please pray for us. And remember, make it a joyful day. We'll see you then.
This has been Morning Joy, where truth matters, hosted by Keith Downey. Take some joy with you today. Visit grnonline.com/joy to listen again, share a segment, or answer the question of the day. That's grnonline.com/joy.